And about time too. I've been stuck behind these curtains for, I don't know how long. Wait for all this rigmarole of one curtain after another, after another, after another. Well, I know it's show business, I suppose. It's a bit crowded behind here, but it's all right. Anyway, welcome to yet another At Home with Graham Beck, number 18. Wow. Yeah, the weather's sunny yet again. It's sort of warmish, so it's not too bad, Well, what have we got in store for you today? You might ask yourself. Well, I'm going to ask myself that question as well because, I know this is, of course, a show of two halves, the first half and second half, and the interval bit in the middle. And for the first half, we've got Graham Beck doing his own interpretations of two new tracks. Well, I call them tracks. Don't know what else to call them, really. Instrumentals, they're sort of instrumentals. One isn't. So one's a song. Graham Beck is going to be doing his own interpretation of two of these little numbers from the new album coming out very soon, in fact next month, by Alphonso and his Dining Room Happening. But let's not let it go to his head, sort of thing, because it could change him, it could ruin this man's life. It could ruin it completely, absolutely ruin it. Well, the first number we have for the show is, and expect a lot of bouncing about, dancing, prancing, and mainly because it's a ska number. And, I don't know what you're going to make of it. It's an instrumental, and it's called Lardy Ska. So, I suppose, Graham Beck, over to you. Get back behind the stage here, amongst all the clutter. Oh, who did that? Well, 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 well. That was really something else. What can I say? That, I mustn't say too much because I did actually catch Alphonso and his band. I heard some tracks the other day on telephone to him to find out when he was going to be available for today's show. And, they're doing it all via Zoom. So zooming here, there and everywhere. So it's been a bit of a coordination nightmare getting all the tracks to literally meld together into one sort of corporate whole Alphonso sound, whatever that sound might be. And I do know that Alphonso, he's been pulling out all the stops on his Hammond organ, and it's really been annoying the neighbours because it makes a terrible racket sometimes. It really does, really loud, and especially because he's got a rostrum thing and also a sort of one of those, things that go up and down. What do you call it? Not bellows. No, not bellows. Rostrum type thing that comes up through the floor with the organ, and all this grinding noise as someone sort of turning the handle for him, and the neighbours, they're getting fed up with all the noise. They really are. So once this album is out of the way, then his neighbours have got to be really, really happy, and I'm going to be really, really happy because I'll be able to say that album is now out there for all of you to purchase if you feel so inclined. Anyway, I'll not waffle on about it. I'll try and contain my excitement as best I can. Calm. Right, what have we next? Well, it's yet another. It's a number by Alphonso and his Dining Room Happening yet again, but this time they drafted in the wonderful vocal talents of Graham Beck. And I thought, could do worse. Didn't ask me. But it's one of these things, that's show business. You either know people or you don't know people. I don't know people. Graham Beck obviously knows people. Not the right people, but he knows people. So the next song is, and I can call it a song, is off the new album titled Graham Beck Presents Alphonso and His Dining Room Happening. Not very inventive, I must admit, but it does what it says on the cover. So there we are. That's why it's there. Whether or not Graham Beck thinks that his name is going to be able to sell Alphonso's music is another matter entirely. I mean, who am I to argue? No, I'm not going to argue. Right, Graham Beck has been out in out in the garden, and he's been organising things, quite literally, especially in the garden shed. And so he thought, wouldn't it be a good idea to perform in the garden shed? I thought, he thought it would, so I'll let him go with it. He's a force unto himself. I don't know how his mind works, how his hands work when he's doing that. I really don't. So he's going to be singing this track, and it's a pun. It's an awful pun. It's a terrible pun. It's a cheap joke. But he's going to be singing, I can't do a thing with my shway. He's out there somewhere in the shed. So I might as well say, over to you, Graham Beck. I'll get him on the walkie-talkie. We go. Okay. Are you ready? Yep. Good. He's ready. Right, here we go. Graham Beck. I can't do a thing with my shway. Let's head this way. I can't do a thing with my shway. I nearly lost it the other day. I can't arrange it this way, and I can't arrange it that.
when it gets out of control, I have to keep it under my hat. You know I can't do a thing with my sway. Can't do a thing with my sway. I don't know what to say, I've tried it every other way. Can't do a thing with my sway. I can't do a thing with my yin, and I can't do a thing with my yang. Can't do a thing with my yin, 'cause it just went ping, and my yang went pang, I'm sad to say. I can't do a thing with my sway. Can't do a thing with my sway. I don't know what to say, I've tried it every other way. Can't do a thing with my sway. Take it away now. You know I can't do a thing with my sway. Can't do a thing with my sway. I don't know what to say, I've tried it every other way. Can't do a thing with my sway. Time to sing along now. I can't do a thing with my sway. Can't do a thing with my sway. I don't know what to say, I've tried it every other way. Can't do a thing with my sway. I can't do a thing with my sway. Can't do a thing with my sway. I don't know what to say, I tried it every other way. Can't do a thing with my sway. You know I can't do a thing with my sway. One more time, I can't do a thing with my sway. Hey!
Oh, good. Okay then. Right. Okay then. Okay. Don't forget to move your keyboard before you water those plants. Could be catastrophe otherwise. Kaboom! It could be kaboom. Right. Here we go then. Time for what's it time for? Well, it's time for the interval. The bit in the middle again. I have no idea what's going to be happening. Cutting corners. Could be. I don't know. I don't do these things. I don't, there's a whole little company of one somewhere that's cobbling all these things together, and I seem to make some sort of sense to somebody somewhere, maybe. Anyway, it's for your entertainment. Yeah, of course it is. Right, time for the interval. So I shall hand you over to, I suppose, cutting corners. Well, that was truly astonishing, wasn't it? I say it was truly astonishing. To be honest, I have no idea because it hasn't even been recorded yet. Not that little bit. So I don't know what it's going to be. Could be absolute rubbish. I'm sure it will be. The last one was, I know for certain. Well, what have we got next? It's time for a video. I mean a video as in a video within a video. This one was made last week by Graham Beck. He rushed around the house. He was doing all sorts of things here, there and everywhere. It involves cake, quite a bit of cake, different types of cake, and one cake in particular, the scone. Oh yes, the scone, because he decided to take a little video for one of his songs that was taken from his last album, which was Switched on Beck. A bit funny, Switched on Beck, and yeah, he just wanted to do something that related to the subject. And Graham Beck, as we all know, likes eating tea and cake. Oh yes, he does. Drinking tea and eating cake. He's not. Yeah, this video is all about that really. So be prepared, and if you've already had your tea and cake, well, I doubt if you've eaten it all by now during the interval, but you know, now is the time to do it, because otherwise you'll end up just feeling really hungry afterwards. That is, if you like cake. And I know that he really does. So, this video is specially made for you lot out there, by him over there somewhere. It's called You're Never Alone with a Scone.
I start to shake without cake. I start to shake without cake. If cake is a drug, then just hook me up. I start to shake without cake. You're never alone with a scone. One day my doctor said to me, one day my doctor said to me, I cannot tell a lie, you need to eat more apple pie. That's what my doctor said to me. You're never alone with a scone. You're pinker than a fondant fancy. You can have your biscuits, but let them eat cake. You're never alone with a scone. 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 You're pinker than a fondant fancy. You're pinker than a fondant fancy. You're pinker than a fondant fancy. Don't deviate, let them eat cake. You're never alone with a scone. You're never alone with a scone. One more bite won't hurt, and you'll get your just dessert. You're never alone with a scone.
Well, not bad, not bad. Decent video. Yeah, I think it was decent video. It was all right. It was all right. I enjoyed it anyway. I hope you enjoyed it too. Ooh, right, well, we're coming up to the final number. Final number of the show. And it's, yeah, we're coming up to the final number. And it's another sing-along song, which is good. And I'm sure you all want to do that. Of course you do. Of course you do. It's all about a giraffe and an action man. Which one is it? Is it Action Man and Giraffe, or is it Giraffe and Action Man? It's, I'll put you out of your misery. It's Giraffe and Action Man. So it's a giraffe with the head of an action man. And of course the sing-along chorus where you all, well, you can sing along, but also there's a shouty bit where you can all do that at home. I'm sure you can. And I've got the words here for you. What we'll do is we'll, these are the words, of course. Yes, we can. And that's where you shout out, yes, we can. Right? So the chorus, and once again, I'm not brilliant at singing, not like Graham Beck. He's a bit more sort of, whoa, like that. Whereas I'm more sort of, la, 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 a bit like that. Okay, well, the chorus is, if you don't already know the song, and I'm sure most of you do, it's the giraffe with the head of an action man. The giraffe with the head of an action man. Can you believe it? Yes, we can. The giraffe with an action man's head. The giraffe with an action man's head. Right, did you get that? So you have to shout out, yes, we can, in the middle. And by all means, join in with the chorus as well. Right, okay. Final song. The giraffe with the head of an action man. Graham Beck. I think I'll fade for this one. I'll stay like this, then I'll fade. Have we faded yet? Good start, wasn't it? Did I really dream it? Was it really true? I saw it down at the zoo. I was looking through the cages, and there before me it was as skinny as a matchstick and as tall as a tree. It was a giraffe with the head of an action man. Giraffe with the head of an action man. Can you believe it? The giraffe with an action man's head. The giraffe with an action man's head. From up high, it looked down on me. I couldn't believe it. It defied reality. I was lost in wonder. It has to be said. 3/4 giraffe and an action man's head. It was a giraffe with the head of an action man. Giraffe with the head of an action man. Can you believe it? If you can. A giraffe with an action man's head. Giraffe with an action man's head.
listen to that, the one and the only 10th, 9th, 12th, 14th and 16th wonder of the world, and heading for the Guinness Book of Records at any moment now. I introduce to you the action man, the giraffe with the head of an action man. Hey! When it was dark, I broke into the zoo, liberated the beast. What else could I do? But together at last, we rode down the street and into the sunset. He said his name was Pete. He was a giraffe with the head of an action man. Giraffe with the head of an action man. Can you believe it? Giraffe with an action man said he was a giraffe with the head of an action man. Giraffe with the head of an action man. Can you believe it? The giraffe with an action man said. Giraffe with an action man said. Giraffe with an action man. Giraffe with an action man. Giraffe with an action man.
Oh, yeah, hey. Oh, that was really great. I enjoyed that. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Well, you're probably wondering why I'm doing this. Why has he walked on? You're thinking to yourself. Oh, I hope you're thinking to yourselves. Why has he walked on, holding some form of sort of drapery in front of him? Well, it's simply because it's curtains. It's literally, it's the end of the show. It's curtains, and this is a curtain. Good grief! What terrible. I do try. I write all my own stuff. Yeah, you can tell that as well, can't you? Okay, right, I'm going to fold this curtain up, and whilst I'm folding this curtain up, there's a bit of sort of visual sort of thing for you to look at, rather than just me all the time. I'd like to say thank you all very much for watching. That's it for another show. The next show will not, they're going to be a bit random after this, because the album for Alphonso, the momentum is building, and I've got to help out to, sort of get it all together for him, really, and for next month, end of next month. And then there's another album following that, which is going to be from Graham Beck, which is stuff he did back in the 1980s. I mean, it goes on and on. Then after that, hopefully towards the end of the year, there'll be some semblance of it might be a mini album, I do not know, it might be a full album, but there's going to be some sort of album by Graham Beck again. And he's got some gigs lined up, a couple of festivals, no, 3 festivals. 3, yeah, I've got that right again. 3 festivals coming up later in the year. So anyway, we are at the end of the show. So thank you all for watching, and all that remains for me to say, as I always do say, is, well, Alphonso and his dining room happening, take it away. Yeah, so there we go. The cool sounds of Alphonso and his dining room happening. Introducing the end, ironically, of the show. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching and for being with us. We'll be back, I don't know, we might be back in June sometime, but I'll put out notices so we all know what's going on. I keep doing this because it looks very Frank Sinatra-like, doesn't it? Cool. So, who can I thank? Well, I can thank Graham Beck. Oh yeah, thank Graham Beck for doing what he does so eloquently and venturously and entertaining.